Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Today I'm going to show you how to descale your Mr. Coffee 12 cup. This is the easy on-off coffee maker they sell at Walmart for $17. They also sell this one on Amazon. It looks a little different. And they also sell a programmable 12 cup. You can use the same procedure for all of those. First thing we're going to need is 6 cups of distilled white vinegar. Now you can get this at Walmart. This is 64 fluid ounces for $1.50. Okay, so before we begin, we're going to make sure we don't have any filter in the filter basket or coffee grounds. If you use Mr. Coffee's water filters that go over your filter basket, we're not going to be using those either. Make sure that's removed. So you can either use the coffee pot, fill the coffee pot up to the 6 mark with vinegar, but this does have a really nice sight glass on the side. So it's undiluted, and we're going to put pure vinegar in here up to the 6 mark. Okay, we're at the 6 mark. We're going to stop. Make sure your filter basket is in. You do have to have it in for the process, but no filter or coffee grounds. Make sure your coffee pot is empty. It's nice and empty. Close the lid, and we're just simply going to turn it on. And it's going to brew that pure vinegar through the machine to descale it. Now, if your coffee is not tasting good, or if your coffee machine is loud when it brews coffee, or if it's taken a long time, those are all really good signs it's time to descale. So the vinegar does kind of have a strong smell and taste to it, so you make sure you got a little bit of ventilation, because this does make a pretty, it does smell pretty bad for a while. And that's going to take about 6 minutes to brew that 6 cups through. You may see some white speckles in your brew basket. That's just the calcium coming off the heating element. And you may see some like white speckles floating around in the vinegar or down at the bottom. So I want to show you why we descale and where we're descaling. Here I've got this Cuisinart coffee maker. Now I've got a video where I cut open several different coffee makers, and you'll be surprised. They're all about the same on the inside. So you got the place where you put the water, and then the water goes down. It goes down to the bottom of the coffee maker. And in the bottom of the coffee maker, underneath where the coffee maker sits, that's the warming plate. So underneath the warming plate, this is where the coffee is heated. So it comes in here, it gets heated, and then it gets shot back up this pipe, which goes, if you follow it, it goes up here. It goes to the brew head and on top of the coffee grounds. This coffee maker operates exactly the same way. But down here, what we're descaling is, we're running that vinegar through here, and I've cut this heating element open. Inside that, this is aluminum, and your hard water can start to stick to the sides of the aluminum, and your water won't heat up as good as it should. For coffee to brew right, it really does have to be heated up to a certain temperature. So if we don't descale, it's going to build up in here, and your water's not going to heat, and then it starts to become very loud. And with that buildup in here, you can also get some pretty bad tasting water going through your coffee maker. So hopefully that vinegar, as it's running through here, it's going to clean the inside of this heating element. Now I recommend doing it every 3 to 6 months, definitely at least once a year. If you got really hard water, I would definitely do it every 3 to 6 months. If you've got a lot of buildup in your coffee machine from hard water, you can let it soak. So like when it gets to about the 4 cup mark, see, I got about 2 cups left to go inside the machine. I could turn it off right now, and it would stop the brew process, and it would let that vinegar soak on that heating element in there. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to run the vinegar straight through, and then we're going to do our rinse process. So again, if you haven't descaled, or you got a really old coffee maker that you want to let it soak, that letting it soak for about a half hour with that vinegar inside that heating element does kind of help break up the calcium inside there and mineral deposits. But again, you don't have to do that. If you keep up on a regular basis, you can just run the vinegar through it and then do your fresh water rinses. So we're going to have to give ourselves about 45 minutes to an hour to do this. After it's done running this vinegar through, we're going to kind of wash everything with soap and water And then we're going to do fresh water through the coffee maker. Okay, so we've ran the 6 cups of vinegar through there. I'm just simply going to turn the machine off. I'm going to turn the machine off. Then I'm going to go dump this out in the sink. And I'm going to wash this with soap and water really good because that's really strong vinegar in there. Again, after the filter basket cools, I am going to wash this off with soap and water because it's had vinegar running through it. Again, you might see some calcium deposits in there, and that's okay. Okay, now I've got everything clean. I've got this filled up to the 12 mark. This is just fresh water. It's been cleaned. I've got that cleaned. We're just going to pour it in the back here. We're to the 12 mark. We're going to close the lid. Then we're just going to turn the coffee maker on again. What that's going to do is that's going to clean out the inside of that coffee maker, get rid of that vinegar and the vinegar taste. Now, unfortunately, we do have to do 3 to 4 pots of fresh water through the machine to kind of get it all out. I tried doing 2 fresh water rinses, 2 pots of water through it, but 3 to 4 actually works the best. If you've got any questions at all on how to descale this or any other coffee maker, leave them in the comments down below. I'll try to help out as much as I can. Thanks everybody for watching, and if you could, please like and subscribe.